picture in the reader's mind.
Okay, use of vivid descriptions to create a picture in the reader's mind. My sister could probably get a job with imagery. For instance, she will take this pencil and she will say, this yellow piece of wood will save your life. It has the sharpest point, but it won't hurt you. It can save your life. This yellow piece of wood can actually undo mistakes that you make. This yellow piece of wood has been around for ages and ages. This yellow piece of wood has gotten people promotions. This yellow piece of wood has also written people prescriptions that could have saved their life. When you think about a yellow piece of wood, don't write it off because it has a lot of potential. See that? Imagery. And my sister would be way so much more than that, but she writes just imagery things like that all the time. That's like really basic for her. So do you see how imagery makes you, did you really think about a pencil like that? Yeah, but one thing I did say incorrectly, you could never write a prescription with a pencil because someone could erase it and change it. And in today's time, they would easily do that, right? So we know what imagery is. Personification, that is my favorite thing.
Giving human-like characteristics to animals or non-living things.
Yeah, so give me some examples of giving human qualities to living things.
You said that pencil could get somebody a promotion. It can't actually get somebody a promotion.
That is perfect. You reused what I just said and put it back. I personified the pencil, didn't I? And I'm amazed that you even had thought even about doing that. So that's what personification is. When you give a non-living thing human qualities. Just like that.
Hey, it doesn't have to be non-living.
Oh,
it has to be like if you can make an animal personified, like you can give it like the trait of a human.
Okay, well, how would you give me an example for one of that?
Like you could.
You could say the elephant did what?
Could talk.
Pointing walk into
The
the
crabs in the water.
This point white. It doesn't have to be non-living to me.
You know what? I stand corrected, and you're right. Yeah. So the elephant talked to me through the fence, and we know the elephant's not talking, but we personified him because the person can talk, but the animal couldn't. Very good. Any other examples? We're good. Excellent. Okay. Now sonnet, we don't talk about sonnet a lot in my class because it's a little bit advanced. But what's your definition of sonnet? Do you have a definition for sonnet? You don't?
A 14-line poem that traditionally follows specific rules of theme and meaning.
Okay, a sonnet is a 14-line poem. Okay, now you don't have the definition of this one, so I want you to write it down. Hiaku. How do you say that?
Haiku.
Cool. Okay, so here's what it is. It's a three line. Do you know what country origin haiku's from? Japanese. Japanese poem.
5-7-5 pattern.
Right, 5-7-5. So 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables. That's how the 3 lines are. The 1, 2, 3 lines. You agree? 3-line Japanese poem. It's how you say it again? Haiku. Now rhythm. I don't think I gave you a definition of rhythm, but you know what rhythm is. What is rhythm?
A beat that the stanza.
Okay, it's the beat in the poem, because all what we're talking about is poetry terms. So the rhythm is the beat. Okay. Did you know that all rap is considered poetry? Did you know that? Yeah, because it's like a poem. Okay. Meter. Do you have the definition of meter? Okay, or it's a reoccurrence of what? Meter is a reoccurrence of what?
Or accents in a regular pattern.
Okay, so sort of how the rhyme scheme goes. Speaking of that, we may get to that one later on. Diction, D-I-C-T-I-O-N, D-I-C-T-I-O-N.
Of words a person chooses to say.
It's just basically
it's
words.
Your dictionary.
Yeah, it comes from the word dictionary, and the dictionary is full of words, and diction is words. I agree. Thank you so much. Denotation. Denotation and connotation. Let's write those down. Help me spell it. D-E-N.
O-T-A-T-I-O-N.
T-I-O-N. And then spell connotation. Is it two N's?
C-O.
Two N's, O-T-A-T-I-O-N.
Oh. Okay. Connotation and denotation. Denotation is just like diction. Denotation is the dictionary meaning, and connotation is the what?
Your personal.
What conjures up in your mind. For instance, when I say denotation, when I think of book, and you look up the word book in the dictionary, it may say a composition that entertains, informs, or yes, very good. But when I think of a book, sometimes I think of a new friend. When someone, and I personally hear the word book, I was like, oh, because to me, that's a great way to find a new friend. I have so many friends all around the world, and they're in books that I've read. So connotation is what you conjure up in your mind, and denotation is a dictionary meaning. We're on the last one on this page, metaphor. That's an easy one, because how long ago have you?
Two unlike names without using like or as.
Comparing but not using like or as. Yes.
Oh, it's not. Never mind.
Okay. So, metaphor could be, for instance, I have an orange and black. And you could say, oh, Miss James is a tiger lily today. And a tiger lily is a flower that's orange, I believe, and has black, like little seeds in it. Okay? So, are we good?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Is my phone low on battery? Is that why I did that? That's good. Okay. Now, here's the thing that really, it actually confuses a lot of people. Extended metaphor.
It's the metaphor
It's
that
like a
affects the
metaphor
whole
extended
thing.
throughout the whole story.
Throughout the whole story. You could, again, you could be talking about me looking like a tiger lily, and you could say, she's tall and slender. She's swaying to the side. And the whole time, you're comparing me to a tiger lily, okay? But it's not in one line. It's throughout the whole entire poem.
Now you're going to make me Google a tiger lily.
The tiger lily. Because our school colors are orange and black. One year I decorated for our end of the year program, and I used tiger lilies. That's the only reason I know, because I went to the store and I looked for living flowers that were orange and black, and that's what I found, a tiger lily. So that's the only reason I know that. Okay, this is the favorite one. And a long time ago, I'm going to be completely honest. And how do you think I said this incorrectly?
Similie.
No, I just call it small. Small. I didn't say simile, I said small. Yes, that was like when I was in the 3rd grade. But it's actually called a what? Simile. And I remember it because it uses like or as to compare, right? Because you're as tall as an oak tree. Okay? So your voice is as deep as a grown man. That would be a simile. Next one is monologue. I love monologues because, believe it or not, y'all don't even know it, but I perform monologues all the time. You don't have monologue in your packet, but I'm going to tell you what it is. M-O-N-O-L-O-G-U-E. Mono means what? Do you know what mono means? One. And monologue is just when one person standing up talking. In fact, you could say the little speech that I just gave you earlier could be considered a monologue. Because monologue is like one person doing a skit or a performance. Anytime I talk, I think it's a performance because I'm extra. But you know what I think you could say symbolistic, or not symbolistic, it's not a word. When you think of monologue, I always think of a comedian. Because a comedian standing up, huh?
I think it was supervillain giving their
Oh yeah. That's a good one. But I always think of a comedian on stage and giving his little skit. Tone is really the one that we struggle with a lot. What is tone? T-O-N-E. What is
It's
tone?
how you're saying whatever you're saying.
You know what? That's enough. I've had enough of you guys. See? That's my tone. You thought I was serious, didn't you?
Oh.
I wasn't. I was showing you what tone was. You didn't even do anything. But you will always remember what tone is now, because Miss James just changed the rule up really fast, right? That's what tone is how you say something. And who has that tone? The speaker. And the speaker is a person. It could be the monologue person, or it could be the person telling the story, right? And our next one is persona. Did we do persona in this class? No, I think that was my last class.
No, we.
No,
We
I'm
did.
pretty sure we did.
Did we or did we not?
Yes, persona is how you show to people, how people see you.
How you present yourself. You could be all nicey, like my class is probably saying right now, you see Miss James really nice. But before this, her persona was totally different. She was like fussing at us and she was getting on us, but she totally changed. A persona is how you present yourself to the world. And to be honest, in most occasions, I try to be the same person. Every now and then I have to code switch, and I don't like to code switch, but I did. And so theme, we have talked so much about theme because you know what? As a class, the entire 8th grade class, you guys missed theme last semester when we took our common assessment. So I have really worked with theme, and I think you know what theme is. Theme is what?
Central message.
What you're supposed to get away from.
What you're supposed to take away, the central message. What's something else? We could sum it up in the what? The point from whatever's. Can a movie have a theme?
Yeah.
Can a book have a theme?
Yeah.
Can your life have a theme?
Yeah.
Can a speech have a theme?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see those themes? This is the central point for all of those. Point of view. You know what I have been teaching, and you guys are gonna just scream on this one. How many points of view is it?
3.
It's
There's 4.
you know what?
Well,
Who
there's
said
There's
4?
There's 4.
It's 3 that you say and 4
and
that you.
The 4th.
First, second, third omniscient,
And third.
and
The third with the P. It starts
It's the
with
one
a
where
P.
they don't know and the one where they do know.
Okay, third, limited, and then omniscient.
Yeah, that.
Omniscient, I'm not going to try to spell it, but omniscient means all-knowing, right?
It's when the characters know what's going on.
Okay, so, which one first thing? Oh, first let me tell you this about first. Watch, you're gonna not believe this.
oh my god.
First person uses what? I. That's an easy way to remember it, isn't it? Second person, it is one person that is known for second person, and she just became really famous. She is the most famous second person narrator.
Is it like a cookbook person?
That's good. No, it's not cookbook person. Who is it?
Second person.
Who says?
Dr. Seuss.
Narrator.
Siri.
Yeah, when they're talking to you.
Yeah, when Siri talks, she says you must turn around. You. Doesn't Siri say that all the time?
Yeah,
You.
that was close.
Yes.
I was gonna say use a good, but I was thinking like cookbook.
Well, if you had a, do you have a cookbook to tell?
You should grab a half a cup.
Oh my goodness, yes, most definitely yes. So, in other words, what you're talking about is cookbooks, directions. Anytime you are given directions in a manual or directions or anything like that, it's used the second person. Third person.
General
If you were going to read
Horror movies are limited because we know where the killers are, but the people are just running through the house.
Yeah.
brainless.
Oh
I mean, that's not-
my goodness.
And then
My whole entire
That's cool.
career, I've struggled, and you just gave me the pointer that I've been looking for. It is so true. In a horror movie, it's third person limited. What is a Disney movie? It could be one or two. What is Disney movie? Is it third person limited or third person omniscient?
Omniscient.
Okay, what is Little Red Riding Hood?
no, she doesn't know anything.
So which one is that?
Limited.
Okay, but what about Cinderella?
Limited.
No, she's
Is it limited? Siri.
the prince is limited because he doesn't know.
Okay, so someone's still limited. Most Disney movies, and I use Disney because our packet is talking a lot about Disney. We use a poem from Disney. Most Disney movies, third.
Mickey Mouse is whatever.
Yeah, omniscient too. Yes, it's omniscient. Because Mickey Mouse, does everyone know everything was going?
Yes.
Wait. So if only one
Yes.
person, if it only affects one person, does that mean that's what you would categorize the whole thing? Like, what if only one person is limited, but the other person?
Well, it's still limited.
Omniscient.
It's still
What if
limited.
the other person's omniscient though?
No, 'cause it's still limited one.
Yeah, it's limited because one person is. Yeah, just like you were talking about
So
with the
for
movie.
it to be omniscient, everybody has to.
Everybody has to
not
know
one
what's
person
going on.
needs to
Everyone
know.
has to know what's going on. Well, I can't even think of a movie that's like that. Can you?
That's what limited.
There's limited.
No, it's omniscient.
Yeah, that's omniscient. I'm sorry. I can't think of a movie that's all omniscient. Think of so that everybody knows what's going on.
Deadpool.
Huh?
That is just a joke.
I can't even think. Well, what about SpongeBob?
Oh, well.
Squidward.
I don't think
Yeah,
everybody can
Squidward.
know everything. I think
Squidward
is
has-
it the main character? Does it only apply to?
No,
the main
it
character?
applies to the entire thing. So most of it's third person limited. Yes, third person omniscient. I know as soon as we stop talking about this, it'll come to me, but at some point time I can't really think. But I think that now you have a really good idea of third person limited, third person omniscient, and first person and second person. Guys, up here, one more. This is the one that confuses us. What do we often confuse with this word? Tone. How many? So, what's your idea of helping me explain this? Because what I always remember is mood is like that mood ring, and the mood ring has happy, angry, sad,
Shows mood how the
The
character.
mood is like the feel,
How they feel.
feel.
and like the tone is like
how it's said.
how it's said.
Like I was just I changed my tone. So do you agree? Okay, so let's flip through the packet really fast because this is a tonal review for everyone. Flip through the packet really fast and see if there's some more words I need to put up here that even if you know it, you think, well, maybe everyone else doesn't know that word. What's another word?
Alteration.
Oh, yes, we need to talk about that. Thank you. And keep while I'm writing this, you guys keep